Hi there guys, it's a Disappointing Weeb here, and today I want to share with you my March 2021 manga haul. Now, for this video I'm also doing the winner of the giveaway in my manga collection video. If you don't win it, there will be more giveaways to come when we hit more milestones, so please stick around for the next one. I'll do that towards the end of the video. But for now, we're going to get into my manga haul, and as you can see, we've got a pretty decent amount of manga this month. A lot more than last time. And there's quite a good variety in here as well. We're going to start off with one of the series that I've been trying to complete for a long time. I spoke about it in my collections that I'm finding impossible to complete video a few months ago, and now I'm only missing one more volume. So we managed to pick up K-On! Volume 2. Now, most of you will be familiar with the K-On! Anime. It's a cute Kyoto animation anime about a group of girls who form a band, and the anime is really, really good. The manga, however, is not quite as good, but they've only had one printing and they're really, really hard to get a hold of. They tend to go anywhere from kind of £50 to £100 each, so whenever I find a volume cheap enough to buy, I buy it. And I've now got volumes 1 and 2, volumes 4, and volumes high school and college. So all I'm missing now is volume 3, so that's all I'm on the hunt for now as far as trying to complete my K-On! Collection. So really glad to have this. Next up is a new series that I picked up, another one of the series that have been victim to the manga shortage we've had over the last few months, and that is Spy Family. So I managed to get Spy Family 1, 2, 3. Volume 4 has been released, I think, in the US, but we haven't got it over here yet. But I've managed to pick up the first 3 volumes, and I really, really love this series. I think it's so good. Just a kind of brief overview of the story. It's about a family composed of a spy, an assassin, and an adopted daughter who is telekinetic. And it's almost a slice of life story, really, about them living together as the spy has formed this family to try and complete his mission. I don't want to say much more than that, but this is a really good series, and if you haven't picked it up yet, like me who was late to the party, I definitely would recommend it. Of course, with it being Shonen Jump, you can read it for free on the Shonen Jump app as well for the first few chapters. But that's Spy Family. Really, really good series. Next up is a manga that I picked after watching the anime, and that's Fly Me to the Moon. This is volume 3. I really enjoyed the first 2 volumes of this, but I felt that at volume 3 it was starting to get a little bit slow for me. I don't know if it's because I already knew exactly what was going to happen because I watched the anime, but the artwork is still really stunning. It's about a young couple that get married before they really know anything about each other. It's kind of a slice of life comedy focused around that. Still a good series, but I probably prefer the anime over the manga for this one. Next up is Asadora. So this is a new Naoki Urasawa manga series, and I've read a little bit of Urasawa. You'll have seen that in the past I picked up Monster. I've also got this, Mujirishi, which is probably my favourite Urasawa title up to now. So I decided to pick up Asadora. Asadora centres around a little girl who is one of many siblings in a family. She goes out and she's looking for a doctor to help with the delivery of one of her new siblings. And a storm hits and she's kidnapped by this strange old man. It turns out the old man was a fighter pilot in the Second World War for the Japanese military, and they team up together to try and help people who have been hit by this natural disaster that has hit their local area. Up to now it's really, really good, really enjoying it, and really looking forward to the next volume. So that's Asadora. Next up is another Shonen Jump series, and that is Chainsaw Man. This has just recently finished in Japan, but we've still got quite a lot of it to come over here. It's also got an anime starting either this year or next year. But the story is about this guy called Denji, and he's been drawn into slavery. I think he's been left with the debt of one of his parents who've died, and to pay it off he's enlisted to go out and kill demons. And he has a pet demon dog, and then on one trip job together they are betrayed and Denji's killed, and Poochie, the demon dog that he keeps with him as a pet, puts itself inside of him, I guess. And together they manage to give Denji these powers to shoot chainsaws out of his body. And this story focuses around him joining this elite group who go out hunting demons, and him using his chainsaw powers to sort of defeat them all. It's a really, really good manga. It's hard for me to describe it, but if you're looking for some really great, brainless, violent shonen, this is what you should pick up. Next up is 2 light novels. I'm not going to draw on them too much because they are light novels, but I thought they were worth sharing. And that's the 3rd and 4th Harihi Suzumiya light novel. So we've got the boredom of Harihi Suzumiya and the disappearance of Harihi Suzumiya. So the disappearance obviously is the original source material for the amazing film that we got a few years ago. But if you're really into Harihi, these are definitely worth picking up. I was going to pick these up a couple of years ago, but the light novels went out of print and they skyrocketed in price. So these also might be a really good investment for anybody who's wanting to pick up some manga or light novels that might go up in price over time, especially because they're printed by Yen Press, so they're not going to stick around for long. But these are definitely worth picking up if you're a Harihi fan. Bakuban focuses around these 2 guys called Masahiro and Tagaki, and together their dream is to get a manga serialised in Shonen Jump. One of the things I really like about this series is the realism it portrays. It's not a superpowered manga, it's a everyday slice of life series about 2 guys working hard to try and get success in the manga industry. If you are interested in how your manga comes together and how manga ends up in Shonen Jump, I think this is probably a pretty realistic portrayal of maybe how manga is shown in Shonen Jump. And the mangakas have said that different characters in this are based on real life mangakas that produce manga in Shonen Jump. So it is a really nice series if you're looking for something a bit different to your normal kind of Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia. So if you're looking for something a bit more down to earth, Bakuman is something I'd really recommend. And this is volume 12. Rent a Girlfriend volume 5 is another series that I picked up this month. I really like Rent a Girlfriend. Rent a Girlfriend was a huge anime last year. It got really popular. It's about a guy called Kazuya who rents this girl here called Chizuru, and she's a professional rental girlfriend, which is a service offered to kind of help lonely guys get over their breakups or just have some company for a change. But Kazuya actually falls in love with his rental girlfriend, and it sort of focuses on their relationship and all the kind of crazy situations that they end up getting into. If you haven't heard of Rent a Girlfriend yet, I don't know where you've been for the last year, because it's been absolutely huge. One of the things I really like about this series is that the mangaka has a video on YouTube where you can see a full interview about the process of how he puts this manga together. One of the things especially that's impressive about this series is the realistic fashion that you see in here. You don't have characters that wear the same clothes every single day. The mangaka actually looks at fashion magazines and picks costumes for his characters based on what's in fashion at that time. The characters are really cool, really likeable, apart from one character who everybody will know if they're into this series. But this is a really good series as well. I know I say that about a lot of them, but I only tend to buy things that I actually like. So Rent a Girlfriend is something else I picked up. It's another series that's been more difficult to find over the last couple of months, but I'm glad to have it in my collection. Now, possibly the hardest series to pick up over the last few months has been this one. I watched the final episode for this series last night and it was fantastic, and that's Jiu-Jitsu Kaisen. Here I've got volumes 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now this is really in the vein of your typical kind of action, supernatural, shonen battle anime and manga. This really feels in the vein of things like Bleach and Demon Slayer. This series focuses around a guy called Itadori who swallows the finger of this really powerful demon called Sukuna. And after that he's tasked with collecting all 20 of Sukuna's fingers before they will destroy him to be able to destroy the fingers that he's swallowed. But along the way of that, there's some really amazing scenes, really amazing fight scenes. There's tournament arcs in this series. It's really good. It's another one of those series you can turn your brain off and just enjoy watching people beat the crap out of each other. Really good series, really worth picking up if you can find it. And also, don't please pay the scalper prices. I've seen these volumes going for crazy amounts online. Same with Chainsaw Man. Don't go into the scalpers, don't give in to them, because it just encourages them to charge more in the future. But that was Jiu-Jitsu Kaisen. Now, another series that I wanted to finish, just because it was incomplete, is High School the Dead. It's a fan service-y manga that focuses around high school students trying to survive in a zombie apocalypse. I'm not too sure how I'm going to feel about this. I haven't reread it yet. I am going to reread this from the beginning because it's at least 10 years since I first read it. So I'll read it from volume 1 through to volume 7, and then I'll probably share some thoughts about what I think about it after I've read through the whole series again. But that is High School of the Dead. We looked earlier at a series called Bakuman, which I said was about mangakas trying to get into Shonen Jump. Another series that I've picked up recently is Asano's Downfall. I say series, it's a one-shot. I've not read this yet, so I can't say much about it, but it's also about a manga creator, but this I've heard focuses a lot more on kind of a mental health breakdown and the issues that come when you're not doing so well in the manga industry. I absolutely love Goodnight Pun-Pun, it's one of my favourite series, so I thought I would give another manga by Asano a shot. So that next one will be Downfall. Finally, probably a mistake, but I've decided to pick up One Piece. I've got the omnibuses because I don't want to spend the full price on the single volumes. There's over 95 I think now, so I figured I'd try some of the omnibus editions. One Piece, of course, for a long time was the most popular manga series of all time. It might still be, I don't know if Demon Slayer's taken over or not yet, but this is really seen as kind of the gold quality standard of manga, so I figured I should probably pick up One Piece. I've not read these yet, but I'm definitely going to discuss One Piece with you guys once I've read it, to see whether after, I think it's over 20 years now since it was first made, it's still just as good as people said it was when it was first coming out. So that's One Piece, and you can let me know if you think I've made a mistake on picking this up or not, because I'm not sure yet, but we'll see how I get on with it. So that was my manga haul for this month, which means the only thing left to do is to do the giveaway winner for my £10/$, Amazon voucher. To do this, I'm not going to do any cuts here, I'm going to keep it running just to show that I'm fairly doing this. I've put the URL for my video into my tablet, turned off duplicate comments, and this is a random comment selector, so it's going to pick a comment and that will be the person who will win the voucher. So we'll click start, and the winner is Jolyn Butler, who said that their first manga was volumes 7 and 8 of Tsubasa. So perhaps with this voucher you'll be able to get at least volume 1 of Tsubasa, so you can have some idea of what was going on. Please do contact me on my Instagram page and I will get that voucher sent across to you as soon as you do. But there will be more giveaways to come. I'll probably do my next one at 500 subscribers, which isn't far away, just over 200 subscribers to go. And I'll see you all next week for my manga unhaul video. So I'll see you next time, guys. Bye bye.